Hi, fans of high quality entertainment. So this video is about, I guess, some people call them trolls or just, people that like to fire you up, right? And with their comments and sometimes try and get you upset or whatever. And, you know, I've been on YouTube for 20 years now and definitely, near the start of my YouTube career, I would get comments that would really hurt me, right? They'd really upset me. I've grown a tougher skin over time, just in life in general, right? I've got my own health issues to worry about, and so I don't need to deal with idiots on the internet, but I still, I have to, as do most people that have a YouTube channel. And before I get into this, I always do this, right? There's one other thing, but I'm very honored and excited, as I've mentioned before. I'm going to be interviewing Richie Castellano, who has been in Blue Oyster Cult for the past 20 years. I'm a huge Blue Oyster Cult fan. And I'm also, of course, a huge John Anderson fan. And Richie is in John Anderson's, he's touring with John Anderson, and he did this album with John Anderson, the band Geeks. So I'm going to be doing an interview with him tomorrow. And I'm excited. And if you have any questions for Richie, I'm not saying I'll ask them, but if it's a really good question, then I definitely will. And I'll probably be posting the video, the interview, maybe tomorrow. Now, back to this, the two types of Paul McCartney fans. Pop Goes the 60s, one of my favorite YouTube channels, and Matt is a great guy. And so this is, he's replying to a video that Joe Mayo made, me and Mr. Mayo, and it's all good. There's, I think it's respectful what Joe and Matt are saying about each other. I like them both. Respect to both. So, we can agree to disagree on things, right? And be respectful with each other, unlike some people, as you will see. But anyway, I highly suggest you check out Matt's video. It's about fans, I guess. Fans of the Beatles, of Paul McCartney and the Beatles, and the way they and the way that they want others to feel about music is, I guess, the way to put it. I would love everyone to love Sparks, right? Or Ween, or the Beach Boys. But I know that's not going to happen. We all like what we like. And I listen to, I'm a huge Sparks fan, but I listen to hundreds of different artists, right? But I like I said, I hope you watch Matt's full video, and kind of near the end of it, he reads, I'm not going to get into it here. You'll have to watch the video, but he reads a couple of comments that were beyond nasty, right? So Matt's video will be in the linked comment below. Hi, I'm down here now, so you can see the comment better. So this is the comment I left on Matt's new video. I won't read it all, but just this part here, on a tribute video for my cat Jinx. And this was recent. Someone wrote, "Not worthy of a tribute, it was just a cat." And so as soon as I read that, I didn't respond to it. I deleted it and blocked the idiot. But, I remember that comment. It kind of sticks with me, showing, some of the people in this world. And then But like I said, I know it comes with the territory of putting yourself out there, right? A lot of YouTube channels get these, trolls. And then about about Paul McCartney, I lost interest in him after Pipes of Peace for 27 years. I'm not saying I didn't listen to Paul McCartney's music, but I just stopped buying his albums after Tug of War, yeah, which is going to come up, as you'll see. I am a fan again when I bought Memory Almost Full, although I still don't like Pipes of Peace or Give My Regards to Broad Street. And, and I could have gone on, but didn't want to. And I thought, that was a fine comment, but no, somebody's not happy. So this Yelly Man 5483. Pipes of Peace and Give My Regards to Broad Street are 2 albums. I never knew that. He had many more in the 80s. I never knew that either. Thank you for letting me know. Tug of War is a great album. Yeah, I wouldn't, for me personally, I wouldn't say it's a great album. I would say it's a very good album. I have other ones that I love more, but everybody's different. It sold millions, produced #1 hits, was produced by George Martin, and had gems like Wanderlust, Tug of War, and Here Today. I agree, those are 3 great songs. And I know that George Martin produced it. Thank you. If you hear any noise, I've got a pretty good microphone, but it's the person upstairs vacuuming. Flowers in the Dirt from 1989 is another overlooked album. Yeah, I have it. It's not one of my favorites. I think it's good, but like I said, I've got ones I love a lot more. You can't review a book you haven't read, and you can't rate music you've never heard. It's very simple. And I never said I never heard these albums. I just stopped buying them, right? But he's not done after I responded to him. So I responded, trying to be nice. I never said I never heard the album Tug of War. I bought it when it came out. It's not my favorite McCartney album, but I like it, and Flowers in the Dirt. I have my own favorites, such as Chaos and Creation in the Backyard, Memory Almost Full, and New. Thanks. Trying to be nice, right? Be respectful. And he comes, I thought that was maybe the end of it, hopefully. And then he came back. I think most critics would rank Tug of War as one of Paul's strongest albums. You can't talk about Paul in the 80s without mentioning Tug of War. He also released some of his best songs in the 80s. That's his opinion, right? No More Lonely Nights, this one, and Put It There are all McCartney classics. Yeah, they are. I agree. I responded back, I don't care about what critics think. Like Matt says, we like what we like. It's so simple. Yeah, I copied and pasted that, so it's a repeat. But anyway, he did respond again. Then don't whine when people call you out. If you don't care what critics think, why should people care what you think? Wow, that hits hard. But I'm done with him, right? I do argue about music. Sometimes I get miffed and I kind of respond back, right? But I really don't like going back and forth. Like it could never end. So I'm done with him, I think. And then there's one more. This is about McCartney, but I'm just showing you some of the idiots you have to deal with on YouTube. And this is for some Beatles related video. I have a theory that it was Billy's plan from the beginning of the Get Back series to get the police onto the roof so he could have John, George, Preston, and Ringo arrested. It's the Paul is dead thing with Billy Shears, right? So I replied, your theory is beyond stupid, and he came back, you just tend to live with your eyes closed. And then I replied one more time, reply once more, and your comment and you will be gone. And he never did. So that comment is still there, right? So that's about it. I hope you do check out Matt's video and watch the whole video and leave a comment and a like. And just one other thing. Yeah, I did this video. Usually when there's news, I don't rush, for instance, if somebody passes away, some rock star that I'm a fan of, I don't usually rush and make a video. But this was such big news, at least for me and some others, if you're a Who fan. And, I read it on Instagram, and Zach had just posted, I'm going to make and I'd kind of worked pretty hard yesterday on, I'd already posted 2 videos and done Patreon and YouTube shorts. But I rushed to my computer and I did this video, and it's already got over 2,000 views. I was excited to be one of the first to announce it, because usually I'm way behind. So I do thank everybody that's left comments on that video, and that's it. Looking forward to interviewing Richie on I'm not sure if I'll post it on my Canadian Studmuffin channel or this channel, because this channel, especially in the past year, seems to be getting a lot more views than my original channel. So we'll see. But stay tuned for the interview. Thank you. Bye.